It's always a pleasure to chat with Alan Burrows. Alan is a well-known director in our community theatre circles, and some of the shows he's directed include Annie, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Singin' in the Rain, all with Barbirra Music Theatre. His latest production with Barbirra is one that epitomises the magic of show business. I'm talking about 42nd Street, and it's opening shortly at the Round in Nunawading. Welcome back to the program, Alan.
Always a pleasure, Joan. Happy to be here.
It's lovely to have you here. I think you'd be our most popular member here, just about, and longest-serving member here.
It's been a while.
It has been. Now, this show, it's got everything you could wish for in a musical, hasn't it, really?
It's got well-known songs.
Oh, yeah.
Lullaby of Broadway, 42nd Street, Shuffle Off to Buffalo. Yeah, all instantly identifiable and all beautifully done, I might add.
Oh, absolutely. I can imagine they would be, absolutely. Because it all centres around an aspiring chorus girl. She comes to the big city with stars in her eyes, and she manages to land her first big job in the ensemble of a glitzy Broadway show. Well, what happens from there is a stuff of dreams, isn't it?
It is indeed. And yes, the young ingenue Peggy Sawyer arrives late for the audition and actually gets thrown out for interrupting the audition process. She later meets up with a couple of the other chorus girls in the street, and they go to lunch together, and then they tap dance their way back to the theatre. And the director, Julian Marsh, happens to see her tap dancing in the street and snaps her up instantly for the chorus. And then she's spends sort of most of Act 1 in the chorus numbers. And then at the end of Act 1, the star of the show inadvertently gets knocked over and breaks her ankle, and so they're stuck. What are they going to do? And then one of the other choreens suggests perhaps Peggy Sawyer could do it, but she's heading for her hometown of Allentown, and she's catching the 11:10. So they all rush down to the station to convince her to come back and take over the star's part. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Is history. And she was convinced, thank
She was
goodness.
convinced, yes. And she has to learn all these routines and dialogue in 36 hours before they go, as they race back to New York from Pennsylvania.
Oh, it's exhausting, isn't it? Oh, it's a terrific show. It sounds fabulous. I mean, well, I've seen this show before, of course, but it's just beautiful.
It is, and it's the epitome of a tap dancing show. It's in the first act it has 3 tap numbers, and in the second act it has 3 big tap numbers as well too. So it's a tour de force for tap dancers,
Yes.
and we're very fortunate. I've mentioned to you before we have Susan Lewis as the choreographer, and her tap choreography is just terrific, and the ensemble have worked incredibly hard to get it to the standard which we have now, which I think is just terrific.
Oh, wow. Oh, look, the audiences are just going to... I love watching. I'd love to be able to tap dance. Never mind, I will watch it and I enjoy
And the
it.
ensemble, in a sense, are the stars of the show. I was doing a bit of a calculation the other night, and I think the ensemble girls have 14 costumes each. We've already planned out that there is not time in any of the numbers for them really to go back to the dressing rooms, because the costume changes are they're not impossible, but we're talking about under a minute, and that happens numerous times during the show. So we're going to have an army of dressers in the wings as they all change costume.
You'd have to.
And wigs at times too.
Oh, yes, if you get rush off and hang on, I forgot to put a different wig on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the dresses are going to be as busy as the stars or the ensemble.
Indeed they will be. And so we're fortunate in that way. And then the approach we've taken this time, I think I mentioned to you as we were chatting earlier that this is the 3rd time Susan and I have done this show together, originally 30 years ago at Clock. And then we reprised the show again for Clock in 2014, and Barbirra have always been keen for me to do it, so the opportunity has arisen finally, and we're doing again. But Susan and I we needed to try and find a couple of new little angles to a few bits and pieces, and we found them. So I think there'll be a couple of little little surprises there for people who have seen us do it before.
Oh, well, there you go. Now it's whetted the appetite a bit, hasn't it?
Indeed.
Oh, that sounds terrific. Now, tell me about the cast.
Well, the cast are terrific. I'll start with one particular character, Maggie Jones. Now, the lady playing Maggie Jones is a person called Susie Ryrie. Now, Susie I have known for 30 years because in my original production of it with Susan, she played Peggy Sawyer, the young lead, but she's come back and what she has now with maturity is an incredible comic timing, and she will be really fun as Maggie Jones. She's partnered with a fellow called Jeremy Russo, who hasn't done anything since he did Singing in the Rain with me at Barbirra when he played Cosmo Brown, and he's an excellent comedian, can tap dance and sing, and that pairing will be terrific. In the leads, there is Dorothy Brock, who is the oldest star of the show and has an ego to match it. That's played by Nicole Capignaris-Anderson, and in the Julian Marsh, the supposed director of the show, is a fellow called Richard Thomas, who Richard's really well known. He's played such amazing roles as Valjean in Les Mis. Oh, yeah. He actually sings opera, does Richard, and he's got a fabulous voice. I'm only disappointed that Julian Marsh only really sings twice in the show. He sings Lullaby of Broadway, and then at the very end he sings 42nd Street. An amazing voice, and is just perfect for the role. And then the two young Peggy Sawyer is a delightful young lady, Chelsea Hyde, who is a wonderful, wonderful tap dancer and sings and acts as well too. But the complete triple threat,
triple threat, yeah.
And then playing Billy Lawler, the young juvenile, is a fellow called Oliver Pinkett, and he is an amazing tapper. And what's good about Oliver, he has what I would almost call that, if you could remember back to the original movie, which I think Dick Powell played in the original film, he has that sort of crooner's tenor voice, which is just ideal for the part. So I'm really thrilled with those two. That principal cast. I think they'll be just terrific together.
Oh, it sounds fabulous, and it's the sort of thing you need, that energy and the bonding amongst everybody to bring this to life, and I'm sure it will be.
And then we've taken a different approach to the settings this time. Modern technology, it's like these days, Joan.
I know.
This will be probably the death of me if I get all this to work. But Chris Anderson, who is also in the show as well, playing the stage manager Mac, but he's a genius when it comes to projected and creating projected images. And we did a little bit of a show and tell for the company the other night, and it just blew them away what's going to be projected behind them. So that's exciting. And then I'm blessed with my dear friend Marty McCauley, who is waving the baton in the pit. He'll put together a wonderful orchestra, and it'll all hopefully sound fabulous. Oh,
well, it's sounding fabulous already. It's sounding absolutely fabulous. And, of course, you've got Derek Hartwick, who's going to be
Derek's lighting it. Yes, Derek and I will be spending many hours together next week in the theatre. And then I must mention to Ellie Wallace, who's designed the costumes. As I said, there's I think I mentioned 14 for the girls.
Yes.
But the costumes for the period and the colours and so on, there's a lovely number the girls do where they change 3 times within one number. And finally a parade in beautiful gowns, and she's created a lovely rainbow effect.
Oh,
which I think will look spectacular.
Oh, gosh, it's sounding better all the time. It really is. And with all those costumes, I mean, Ellie and her wardrobe people must be sewing their little fingers to the bone.
They have, and I must compliment them. She's got a really great team, and they keep bringing bits to show me and so on, and I'm delighted with what they've achieved. Really great.
Oh, well, no, it's really, really sounding absolutely brilliant, and it's got. And I was going to say too, your 2 rehearsal pianists, Shirley White and Adeline Han. I mean, they've both been with you for a long time. A long time. But it's great to have them on board.
Oh yes, and I mean, both of them within the last week have had to play the entire show for us, which is a big ask with all that music.
Yes, absolutely. But I mean, it's good that you've got these support cast around you. You know, they're all. I mean, everybody's comfortable in their own roles, and that just helps so much, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
For you,
indeed.
Oh gosh.
Yes, I feel well supported there.
Oh yes, and working at the Round too, which, as we know, is brilliant theatre. I've only been there 2 or 3 times, but I love it. Absolutely perfect for this sort of show too.
Oh, it will be, yes. Yeah, the spectacle that I think we'll be able to create will be something to be seen.
Oh, well, now you've sold me. Yes, so I think we might now talk about performance dates and times, because the season commences on Friday the 29th of May and it runs until Sunday the 7th of June. Evening performances commence at 7:30. Now, there are 4 matinees. You've got Saturday the 30th and Sunday the 31st of May, and then Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of June, and that will be your final performance on Sunday the 7th, and they all commence at 1:30 p.m. And the venue is the Round, which is 397 Whitehorse Road in Nunawading. Now, tickets are available by ringing the Round box office on 9262 6555. You can also go online to www.barbirra.org.au. So that's all the information you listeners need, but you better get on the phones right away and start booking your tickets, because it's going to be a show not to be missed, I think.
I might say the matinees are very heavily booked already.
I could imagine they would be, because it's a perfect show for a matinee too. It's a perfect show. Indeed. Absolutely. Well, Alan, as always, it's been an absolute delight having the chance to catch up with you again. And it sounds as though this show is going to be another huge success.
I'm sure it will be, Joan.
Oh, yes, yes. So I just want to say, from all of us here at GDR, I want to wish you, your cast and crew, everyone connected with the production, chookers for a great opening night and a successful season with 42nd Street.
Thank you very much, Joan.
It's been a pleasure.